Hey there, welcome back to my channel. So I thought it'd be funny to review these two Mickey Mouse movies, Mousetrap and Mouse of Horrors. So I was gonna do a separate video on them, but after watching these two movies, I just felt like if I made a separate video on them, my brain would probably hurt. So I thought it'd be better if I just put them into one video. This is going to be an interesting video where I'm just reviewing these two Mickey Mouse movies because they're both shit. Quite funny that they were going to make a horror movie called Mickey Mouse and some more Disney characters in like the Twisted Childhood Pooniverse thing, and be quite interesting to review a couple of these because they are stupid. Let's get on with it. This beginning is amazing. I just like the disclaimer in this. We get the scene where this goth girl gets interviewed by a cop to talk about the events that happened. So we get this interesting intro of Mickey Mouse on the TV and the cast with sinister music. Then we cut to the scene where the movie takes place at the arcade. We get these two girls that work there and they have a conversation with the boss about staying extra 3 hours of their shift. He says a lot of British slang and sarcasm that Canadians don't understand because this is set in Canada, so we have some Canadian actors. Then we cut to the scene with the goth girl and what happened with the British man.
Do you think the killer is Tim Collins?
Look, I have no clue what happened to him. For all I know, he went and got pissed. Maybe he fucked off to Vegas. Maybe he watched a movie that changed his life.
And then we come back to the British man just watching a movie on the projector and it's just Mickey Mouse. He hears a noise and thinks it's from the girls who are just messing around, but it turns out it's Mickey Mouse who was speaking to him. But we don't see the British man again, so we have to assume he died. Cut to this scene with the girls talking about this girl who fancies a guy that she met online and that she wants to skive off work to talk to this guy and leaves her friend alone so she can go and talk to this guy. The mystery caller calls this girl at her workplace and she answers, and then we cut to the cops asking the goth girl who it was, but she doesn't know. We never know who it was, so because she hangs up the phone. And then Mickey Mouse is just a dude wearing a mask, and then he spots her and then she runs off, and then her friends come and surprise her and say that, oh, it's your birthday, even though it's not her birthday in 2 weeks, but they want to celebrate it early for some reason. And then we get one guy who fancies Alex. I just remembered her name now. It was his idea to come up with this whole early birthday party and she appreciates it and you can tell that they're into each other. And then Mickey Mouse just spies on them from a distance. And then we cut back to the cop and the goth girl wondering why the group split up after their chat, and the police speculate that they didn't get along. These three guys talk about boring stuff and one of them decides to go get laid. Then Glasses pretty much predicts what's going to happen in the horror movie.
Man, he's dead.
What?
Like if he was in a horror movie, you'd never say, I'll be right back. Because then you don't.
Marcus?
What?
Well, someone said Marcus was a serial killer.
They said he had serial killer vibes.
Really?
It was a joke.
It's not when there's a bunch of dead bodies.
Surely Marcus isn't a suspect, given what happened?
We didn't think so, but should we be thinking that?
I'm not gonna tell you what to think.
You weren't there, so I'm assuming somebody told you.
Yes.
Who?
One of the girls.
Which one?
One of the dead ones.
You feel a little obstructed.
Funny, because I'm trying to tell you what happened and you keep stopping me.
Go on, Rebecca.
Just to provide context, right? They're interrogating the goth girl and the deaths and what happened at the arcade and her connection between the murders and Mickey Mouse. It goes on for too long and they always cut back to the arcade scene, so we don't really know what's happening between these conversations because they're just not provided in full context. These two decide to get freaky and bang while Mickey Mouse is just right there watching them. Then we get this scene with a bunch of losers who can't act.
Just get him here and consider it done.
What's the deal with this guy Marcus?
He's a douchebag.
So we're roughing him up because he's a douchebag.
He's talking to his backup chick.
Oh, he is a douche, yeah.
What kind of guy hits on another guy's backup girl?
Only mindless douchebags.
I don't even know why they're even in this movie. And then we cut back to the cop and the goth girl. It's a little exhausting going back and forth when we're 30 minutes in and nothing has happened. So this guy decides to take everybody's phone because that's a good idea. How long was Mickey just standing there? It doesn't matter anyway because they get killed anyway because I guess they want to start off with a kill count 30 minutes in. And it's funny because we don't see them get killed on screen. So this dude tries to hit on Alex and she ain't interested and he's just a dick who can't act as well. And he's like, well, I won't be able to protect you if you're in danger by someone. And God. So the door is covered in chains and they are locked and their phones have gone. What a surprise. There are some just majority of some scenes that I had to skip and I wasn't even paying attention to because they were just so boring. Like there is a lot of pointless scenes in this movie, so
the faster we play their game, the faster we can get out of here and get some real drinks. So, okay, how about this? First person to find our resident sleazy couple doesn't have to pay for a single drink all night. But, you know, it's not him that I like.
Can I give you your gift now?
Sure.
So Mickey is still at this place and this guy sees Mickey but isn't scared but instead does this.
Holy fucking shit, dude. You scared the shit out of me, man. Holy crap. She's gonna freak when she sees you. Dude?
Let's go.
And yes, Mickey can actually do that where he teleports. And he's also afraid of lights that flicker too much. That is a first. Why is no one scared of Mickey Mouse with a knife? The acting is just 10 out of 10 from this girl.
Stop dicking around! Help! Somebody help me!
I like how he just lets them run off. Majority of the scenes are just really pointless and this movie has a pacing problem. Like, we're literally like 40 minutes in or some shit and nothing has happened. So, for some reason, we need this unnecessary scene because, why not? Let's just pad for time.
No way.
This is every sour candy from around the world.
Are you serious? Do I get a birthday wish?
Sure.
If you really want to make my birthday something special, ask me out.
I like how there's a killer on the loose in the arcade and they decide to do this. I mean, I like candy from any country, but not at a time like this. But they get interrupted by this girl who doesn't tell her friends that there is a guy wearing a Mickey Mouse mask is in the arcade with a knife. Instead, she just says this.
Blood, not my blood. Ryan's gone absolutely nuts. He's gone completely nuts. There's blood all over the jungle gym.
Blood.
No, babe, not his blood. Like he murdered someone's blood. Like he's on a drunken rampage or something.
We are 45 minutes in the movie, by the way. This is dragging and padding for time. Oh yeah, Mickey Mouse speaks when Alex tries to call for help.
Beep, beep. The call you're trying to reach is dead.
Then we get these three losers again and Mickey decides to kill them. Again, I don't even know why they're even in this movie.
Hey buddy, are you listening?
So you got it. You're gonna stay away.
You can see where the mask ends. It's like obvious he's wearing a mask.
Yo, man. Yo, we were just kidding around. There's no need to do anything else.
Look how calm they are. I'm glad that he killed them, but their deaths were just so boring. Like, come on, they're so boring.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, we have a serious problem here.
What the hell?
Are they dead?
Yeah, Maria. They look pretty fucking dead.
Ryan's lost it.
Great reaction to your friend's death, by the way. Brilliant. Also, they think that this guy is Mickey and is killing people.
We all go together.
Exactly.
Why?
Haven't you seen any horror film ever?
No, Marcus. I have a sex life.
The dialogue in this is so bad. This was just made by a bunch of college students, I'm convinced. The girl with the VR is oblivious that Mickey is behind her. I literally forgot that she was in this movie. There's a lot of characters that I forget that were in this movie. For instance, this guy who was smoking marijuana and then went on a ride while he was high, and because Mickey turned on the ride while he was passed out, and I completely forgot that he was in this movie for a second.
Shit, this thing's realistic. Or am I actually drunk?
If you're gonna kill her, just do it. And then again, the scene with the cop and the goth girl, and they talk about the CCTV footage that was wiped, and they don't see Mickey Mouse on the camera. And so this guy finds goth girl, and these guys still think that this guy is the guy in the mask, is Mickey in the mask.
Ow! It's got the whole fucking team in on it. Like some cult shit.
Yeah, well, he's not moving.
So?
So they want us inside. They want to trap us.
We get that bit. Does it work?
Not sure what I'd say anyways. Hey, 911. It's a guy dressed as Mickey Mouse trying to kill us.
Just run. He doesn't kill anyone. He lets them run. Also, he's crap. I don't know why they think that it's him who is Mickey. I mean, he disappears. It doesn't even make any sense. So, only now they realize that they need to call for help. So, instead of actually calling like the police or the ambulance, whatever, they decide to call the fire brigades. But they get like no signal. So, they decide to press the fire alarm to lure Mickey away and to call for help so that the firefighters can just come in and just save them. This girl gets killed for just walking around doing absolutely nothing.
There you are. Where is everybody? What? Are you high? What did I miss?
At least we get to see something stupid in this movie.
Okay, let's just make a run for it.
We're going nowhere.
Okay, we get it. You're in love with her.
He's in laser tag. And so is Danny and Becca.
Fuck, well, fucking tell them.
Danny, he's coming at you. Oh, shit.
I mean, you suck at acting and you're gonna get your friends killed, and not even in an ironic way. He stabs this guy in the head, but lets Goth Girl off by he just cuts her ankle, and he's like, you can go. She gets interrogated by the cop about it, and honestly, I don't fucking care.
Not exactly.
Well, surely not. Not when he cut your ankle half open.
I didn't forget.
Lucky though. He stabbed Danny in the head, but good job he avoided every major organ.
Well done, you figured out Mickey Mouse's motive. Well done, you did your job. I also forgot about this girl. Like, how long was she talking to her boyfriend? It doesn't matter anyway, because Alex tries to warn her that there is a killer on the loose, but she doesn't listen and she gets killed right in front of Alex.
What do you want from us?
That is a good question. What does he want? Well, the answer is we don't know. It's never explained. He's just doing it because fuck you. So they accuse him of being Mickey Mouse, which makes no sense, but I only noticed that he was wearing the same jersey as him. To be honest, he's too much of a dick to do all of this. Oh, there's Mickey Mouse, so it can't be him.
The light!
So they figure out that Mickey is afraid of lights and he can't teleport when the light is on him. So they decide to come up with a plan to stop the mouse. And then we get the scene of the cop and the goth girl talking about the group's plan, and the cop realizes that the goth was obviously not there. She says like, they told me what happened in the ambulance. Really? So that, yeah, and obviously the cops realize that's BS. So they lure Mickey into a trap. Mickey's way of stopping them is by throwing a knife at them, which is just stupid. I know.
We found your kryptonite. It's the light, isn't it? You can't move, can you?
Maybe it wasn't a good idea for these two idiots to hold Mickey and then to have Alex confront him without the torch on him. That's his weakness, right? You're trying to stop the fucker, right?
He's gone. He's not coming back.
Like, just because he's gone doesn't mean it's over. Like, we don't know where he's gone. He could come back. This scene again for like the 100th time. Like, honestly, I don't see the point of it anymore.
And you guys defeated him with a strobing flashlight.
Rebecca, you don't seem very upset that all your friends are dead.
And that's our big problem.
And then we cut to Alex saying this.
He's not coming back.
I never got to ask her out. And he just cut her head off.
And teleported away.
What a complete...
Wait, that's how it ends? I spent 80 minutes watching this garbage ass movie that made no sense and the pacing was just awful. Wasted an hour and 20 minutes of just nothing. The pacing was so bad, it was awful. The only interesting part of the movie was literally toward the end of the movie, which was like an hour in. An hour in the movie was the interesting part. The first half was just boring, just unnecessary scenes, people walking around for 10 minutes doing nothing, Mickey Mouse giving these dumbass characters a redemption arc by just letting them off, you know. The acting was painful to watch. Like, it's just a bunch of students who came together and said, let's make a movie and put it out there. This feels rushed and a first draft. Mickey can teleport, apparently, and is afraid of lights. What? Why did the main protagonist get killed? What did she do to Mickey? Like, of all the people, I would expect Alex to be the last person who would be killed. Like, I was expecting Glasses or the jerk or this girl to get killed, but no, the main protagonist got killed for some fucking reason, and it's never really explained why, what his vendetta against this girl was. There's a lot of scenes I feel like they cut out during filming, because like there are some that are just don't make sense and don't add up. The execution was poor. Like, what was the writer and the director thinking? And then we get the back and forth with the goth girl and the police. Like, it was kind of annoying, especially since like nothing was happening. Like, usually I'm not really bothered with movies doing that, but the fact that it was going nowhere was just a waste of time. The kills were just boring. Like, wow, so creative. Half ain't even shown, so it doesn't really count. It's never really explained why Mickey's killing these people. Is it just for the fun of it? Probably. Mickey's just a guy in a mask. At one point you can see like the mask, where the mask ends, especially at the back. Like, I could clearly see where it is him wearing a mask. What was the goth girl's deal with Mickey Mouse? Was she a love interest or something? Like, was they I don't know. Were they working together? Probably. Like, the movie pretty much ends with her being freed by Mickey when she gets out of the jail, but it's like they're trying to hint for a potential sequel. Please don't make a sequel. Please. This was already shit enough. We don't need another one. I wouldn't even be surprised if the sequel's worse than the first movie, because this was just terrible. Like, after watching that, I think I cried for like 2 minutes because I just wasted 80 minutes of my life that I will never get back. So, yeah. Boring movie. Would I recommend it to anybody? No, because you will probably be bored. Like, it's literally just nothing. It's just boring. The movie begins with two women who are lost. I have no idea who their name is. They don't bring it up and they can't act.
Wait, I don't know. I thought he was kind of cute, you know, like a John Oliver type. Are you crazy? He's like 103 years old.
I refuse to believe that this was in the script. They just improvised this scene. They're acting terribly in it. They decide to go into the boat for some reason, hoping to have a good time. Also, the audio in this movie is bad. Like, they used the camera mic instead of an actual mic, so if you hear a bit of muffling in most of these characters and the way they speak, it's because the mic is just crap.
And if you still get creepy vibes, you just bail, okay? Creepy vibes.
So the mouse comes out of nowhere, kills this girl, and one of the girls just stands there and watches her friend's guts get like cut out, and the mouse just like strangles her with her own gut. Did they just edit her footsteps in the movie? It's not even in sync. And she runs like Cindy from Scary Movie. Pretty much it's just 10 minutes of her running away from the mouse with her footsteps edited in badly. So he finds her and then we cut to the title of the movie. Mouse of Horrors, ladies and gentlemen. So we cut to Chloe talking to her dad about going to the US, and her dad talks about what it's like living in the US. But Chloe's dad is originally from the US.
No, I don't.
I feel really nervous about going to the States.
Kisha, I'm nervous too. I was nervous when I moved to Europe. But it's a normal.
Obviously, it's like really far away, and I'm used to just being at home.
I'm used to you being at home.
Wishing you than you did.
But look.
Yes, this is the audio in the movie. I did not edit this. You can hear the wind in the background. The background noise is louder than her.
You're gonna go. You're gonna be successful. Enough of that.
You can't even hear them. And this goes on for too long as well. So she's leaving to go to university in the US, and her dad's like, there's some good universities in Durham, Birmingham, Manchester and Edinburgh, etc. And he's like, I prefer to see you in 4 hours by car than 20 hours by plane. But she's like, I'm gonna go to the US tomorrow. So Chloe's friend is also from the US. Meets up with Chloe, and she's organised a surprise party for Chloe at a pub. So she goes with her friend, and then she meets up with the group, and they decide to buy tequilas and raise a toast.
I will actually, genuinely, actually miss this place. Actually.
You said actually like 3 times. The last part didn't even make sense.
Anyway, has anyone heard from...
The amount of times I struggled to understand what half of the group was saying. I ended up turning on the subtitles, and even the subtitles didn't know what they were saying. It was just them muffling certain words.
Hello. Please leave your message after the tone.
Hey, Dana.
And why is that so fucking loud? That your friends can hear it across the table.
Nothing but bad luck right there, I'm telling you. What? No. Just do what I do. For good luck.
Wait, nothing hit her? Yeah, nothing hit her. Who are you fooling? You're not fooling me. So we get like a random guy who is just not even a character in this movie. He's just probably a random bloke they just asked to be in this film. And the mouse comes out of nowhere and decides to kill this guy in broad daylight where someone can just witness it.
Formed the body of a psycho inmate with a rodent. No, mate, you're just quoting that film. What's it called?
Jurassic.
You mean this life?
Wait, hold up. Did you first say Jurassic Park? I don't even know. They just kind of just put indistinct in the brackets. And then second half of the subtitles is just wrong. Like, they put lie instead of fly. He looked surprised when he had his mask off. Unless he knows who the guy is, that's just a regular dude wearing a mask. And the mouse just goes all vampiric on him, starts biting his neck and killing him. Okay then? As it's Chloe's last day in the UK, the group suggests that they should break into a fun fair and have fun, because one of the girls actually works there. And she's like, as long as we're quiet, we won't get caught. And she won't get fired. And my question to this girl is, have you ever been to a fun fair? Like, that shit is loud as fuck. Name a ride that has ever been quiet. So we get a bunch of girls trapped in a cage while an unknown figure is sawing something. Pooh, what are you doing in this movie? Wait, is this connected to the Twisted Childhood movie? I couldn't help but research this because I was really confused with the whole Twisted Childhood Pooniverse, whatever sort of series. Turns out this is not connected to the Pooniverse Twisted Childhood thing they're planning to release. I think they just added Winnie the Pooh in it because they thought it'd be funny. Anything with Pooh in it wearing a fucking mask is goofy. So we get this guy who talks to these guys about finding the perfect bride. Other than that, he just spits out a load of bollocks.
If you have to kill some boy because he wants to stop you, hurt you, point you out to the authority, then do it. Rip his guts out for all I care. But don't bring me his body parts. I don't need them, I don't want them, and I can't use them.
So they make it to the fun fair and these two begin fighting even though they were fine before at the pub. There's like no indication that they were fighting beforehand. So we cut to this scene with the old man and Pooh and the mouse, and the old man gives them a challenge, which is to go hunting for female parts at the fairground, and whoever finds them wins. And he gets to create the wife for the person who gets the most parts.
We're closed. Come back tomorrow. We hope that's well.
So this guy decides to close the pub at 4 PM for some fucking reason. And then the mouse comes and kills him, and rips out his tongue, and stabs his neck, and what confused me is I thought he was looking for female parts. But hey, who knows, maybe he swings both ways. It's 2025. While the group are having fun, these two are still fighting for some reason.
Also, why the fuck are you looking at my phone? I'm not looking at your bloody flashlight when we were next to each other. Why are you acting like a fucking crazy bitch? You could have told me that. What the fucking enlightened me?
You look me in the eye and you tell me that you don't have that app on your phone.
By great acting from both of them. Man, this is stupid. So Blondie saw that her boyfriend had Tinder on his phone, and she thinks that he was cheating on her since the notification came up. And then Blondie sees a poorly photoshopped 2 dead women on the floor, and then out comes the mouse and then kidnaps this girl, and then the boyfriend just runs off. Like, what an asshole. Why did you just stand there instead of running, Blondie? So this happens.
No.
That's not possible. It's not like the floor was covered with water. Wouldn't that just drag him rather than run him over? But we don't see it anyway, so who cares? So she's tied up and the old man is ready to cut her up to create a perfect bride, and Winnie is just there for some fucking reason. Why is he in this movie? As he prepares to butcher her, she grabs something and then she knocks him out, and then he falls in slow motion, and it's probably honestly the most funniest thing I've ever seen.
I hope this hurts a lot.
And Winnie's just standing there watching this, and then only now gets a hammer and bludgeons her to death. Could have done that while she was grabbing the thing. So Chloe wonders what happened to the 2 couples, but it's not really brought up again. Like, no one mentions them in the movie again. And yeah, everyone just seems to gang up on this girl for some reason, and she has her issues and just starts talking to herself. What does she do? Does she A, run off screaming so loud that her friends hear her? Or B, just stand there looking like she just saw a ghost and only runs now when he pulls out a knife? If you guess B, you are correct, because that's what she does in the movie. This isn't the only stupid thing she does in this movie. So he chases her and she goes into this abandoned place, but she leaves the door open. Fuck's sake. Really? Then she decides to hide behind the ride, and then he turns the ride on because she sits on the ride, and he kills her by cutting her arm off. And it's quite hilarious because they repeat the shot over and over again. Like, look at this edit. It's so stupid. And then he hits her with her own arm and then just pretty much just goes off, carrying on collecting more body parts. Okay, this scene made me so angry. This could have just been avoided. Like, honestly, I understand that characters in these types of horror movies are often written to make dumb decisions, but at least be self-aware about how poorly written the character is. It's frustrating when a movie doesn't even acknowledge how bad the writing is.
Look at that. What? Behind you. What? Behind you. What?
So these two idiots can clearly see the killer is approaching the poor girl, but don't say a word, no warning. Screaming would have alerted her, made her turn around, realize someone was behind her, but no. But the guy's just casually walking, not even running, and because of their silence, she ends up getting killed. That was one of the scenes that made me so angry. After that scene, I just abandoned my laptop, went out for a walk for about 30 minutes. It was just so dumb, like, I had to take a break. Also, do you want to get the girls first instead of posing? Because at this point, the movie is just padding for time. And she moves, right? It's like she thought that the cameraman panned away from her and the scene was already wrapped, like they'd done filming, but she just moves. Ha 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 ha, I'm just dancing and laughing psychotic so I can pad for time. The horrible footsteps are back again, not even in sync with her actual footsteps.
The killer's just been eaten with a big fucking thing, the mouse with ears. It's got fucking, it's killed Meg, just you need to call the police. My phone's not working. Okay.
Wait, how do you know there's a killer in the loose? We didn't even see you interact with the killer.
The killer is on the loose. The big giant mutated mouse.
Yeah, because the police are definitely gonna believe you. And the mouse is right there, by the way. So he chases this guy first, and it's daytime apparently. It's still nighttime, they just gave up trying. And then Mickey kills him with CGI jellyfish or piranhas or spiders. I don't know what the hell killed him. Either way, the CGI was terrible in that. Please stop adding fake sound effects of footsteps. It's not even done well in this movie. So he chases her and why are you standing there? Fucking run. It's so funny because he's walking at a normal pace and he's still able to catch up with her. He catches up with her and then slices her belly open and... Okay, I'll admit that was quite funny.
Brandy!
One, he's right fucking there. So he can kill you if he wants to, but for some fucking reason he just wants to dance. Number two, how did you know that he killed all your friends when you weren't even there? If I hadn't said this before, these characters are stupid.
We need to get something to stop the bleeding.
They run and come across the same place where the murders are originally being taken place. And they ask the old guy for help.
Okay. Is it bad?
No, it's great. Your wound is fine. It's definitely not bleeding at all. Yes, it's bad. You've been stabbed. Oh, out comes Mickey. Where the hell is Winnie? Did he finally get the message that he's not supposed to be in this movie?
There's ways of doing this without hurting people!
Yeah, it's called Tinder. Show them the app. So the drunk old man called Dr. Rupert Mouse, but I prefer to call him Old Drunk Man because it sounds a lot funnier. And Winnie and Mickey are his children. And his backstory is that he was a doctor at maximum security prison, and Mickey was an inmate that killed other prisoners and injured them. The old man treated them, and Mickey and the old drunk man had this little arrangement or some shit where Mickey would be helping the old drunk man with experiments because he wanted to be immortal or some shit. I don't even know why I'm trying to explain this because it's never brought up or talked about again. And also, how did you meet Winnie the Pooh then? Was he a violent inmate too? I doubt it, but it's nothing in this movie. Nothing in this movie surprises me anymore. Then he says a load of nonsense that make no sense.
You can't control a normal family, darling. God created his family in his own image. I intend to do the same.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about? The two idiots leave their friend to die. Wow, great friends. On second thought, she is dying, bleeding to death, so... And no one called the ambulance.
Whatever makes you fit belongs to me now. Still need a leg? Gentle.
As you're spitting out a load of bollocks, you're letting them get away. Like, look at his reaction. Like, it's your fault they got away in the first place, you silly bitch. He slits her belly even worse, and he rips her eyes out, and the mouse eats it and then makes her eat her own eye.
She had such lovely eyes.
Ha, she had such lovely eyes. That's why my son ate them. Then we get stock footage. Okay, now they're just being lazy. It's supposed to be Chloe's dad driving the car, but you're not fooling me. It's clearly stock footage. Also, this is set in Wales, by the way. If you hadn't noticed the flag. So I don't think people in Wales would be driving on the right. Like I said, you're not fooling me. There's another new character. I think it's Chloe's mum. I don't know. They don't confirm it. They don't confirm anything in this movie. They just leave unexplained stuff. So she knows about the killer mouse and she prepares to fight it off.
Chloe. Call the police. Where's the phone?
Kitchen. Killer comes in, she'll be sorry.
Good luck. So she decides to use darts to fight off a killer mouse. It doesn't work. Shocking, I know. Because he ends up stabbing her with it and killing her with a knife. And apparently her house is close to the fair because the killer mouse is able to catch up with the dad. And the footsteps are back, and oh my god, there's so many things happening in this movie all at once. Like, everybody is running slow in this movie, footsteps are happening. There's just certain places where certain things are just completely just, what is happening? I want to point out, by the way, this shot that they keep showing, right, filled with houses, right? So the fact that nobody heard any noises there, nobody bothered to call the police. Even though there are houses right near the fair, by the way. And there's people screaming and shit. And nobody is calling the feds. So Chloe's friend is injured. What? We never even saw her get injured. So they decide to wait there because that's a good idea.
I'm so sorry that I brought you here. You didn't even want to be here. I need you to go. You need to go.
Yeah, it is her fault. Leave her. Leave her on her own.
No! Go, please! Run! Run!
So Chloe meets up with her dad and they hug, and Chloe wants to save Kim, and the old drunk man comes out of nowhere and somehow knows Chloe's name, and he wants Chloe as their wicked experiment. Well, they want her head.
You have until sunrise to decide, Chloe.
Decide if we want to decapitate your head or not. Otherwise, we will decapitate your head anyway. Is that the only option?
See you when the frights come alive. Choo-choo.
Okay, I'm 99% convinced that he went to a pub, drank 6 pints, and just wandered around the fun fair at 2 a.m. drunk. He has to be. He says a lot of things that are so... like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I miss her as well, Dad. Okay?
She said, I miss her. Okay. So, I think her mum or some shit? I don't fucking know. Even the subtitles were struggling to understand what the fuck she was saying. The mic is so bad you can't even hear them half the time. So they go and decide to look for Kim. Like, just save yourself. Sorry. Kim wanted to sacrifice herself just a minute ago. And they see dead bodies of their friends. So they split up, go to separate rooms to find Kim. And Chloe comes across a room with body parts. And she's like, fuck this. Oh, look who it is. Where the fuck have you been for the majority of the movie? So he has Kim tied up and Chloe hides from the old drunk man and she makes a noise. Oh shit, he's got a gun. I take back everything I said about you being drunk at 2 a.m.
You? The pair of you are useless.
Coming from a guy who hasn't actually killed anyone in this movie and just spoke in riddles. So he has Chloe at gunpoint and he's like, whoever wins will get Chloe's head. So the two decide to fight for the head. This is probably one of the most awkward fight scenes I have ever seen in a horror movie. I've seen some weird awkward fight scenes in a horror movie, but this is one of them. So Chloe's dad knocks the old man unconscious with a hammer. It's so shit, like I swear he's made out of paper or something. Chloe's dad, for some fucking reason, decides to stay behind and watch it. Not just watch, actually, get involved with the fight. Like, he could have just escaped with Chloe, get Kim and make it out alive while the old man is unconscious and Pooh and Mickey are distracted. But no, he wants to watch for some reason. Chloe's dad finds Kim. Kim tries to warn Chloe's dad that there's a killer behind you. And then Mickey just teleports out of nowhere and kills the dad. Like, how did you get there? Wasn't you just fighting Pooh just a minute ago? Still at it, even though they pretty much went their separate ways. Just, what is happening in this movie? Oh my god, everything is just, oh my god, what is going on in this movie? I think my brain is gonna explode. Fight scene, I sent my siblings this fight scene and one of them responded with B-Tech production arts. Couldn't think of a better response to that. So this goes on for like an entire minute. It's just pretty much them just fighting with terrible editing, terrible sound effects, terrible everything. Oh yeah, and Pooh dies, rip. And then Mickey just abandons everything. He just forgets Chloe exists. He forgets the old man exists. He pretty much just abandons the whole story. He goes on a boat and he's just eating cheese, dancing, trying to get out of whales. And then Pooh comes out of nowhere and fights him again. How the hell did you get on this boat? Why is the mascot look like that? Ugh, ew. No, don't clap. I don't even know what killed him. Was that a CGI shark or a wave? I have so many questions. It's daytime now and Chloe is still looking for her friend Kim. Not to mention that she didn't give a damn about her dad's death. But she comes across the mouse, who was literally on the boat just a minute ago, far away from the fun fair, but for some reason teleported back to the funfair for some fucking reason. What was the point of having him on the boat if he was just gonna come back? This makes no sense.
Say cheese. Say cheese.
Rubbish, and you already said that. It doesn't matter anyway because she ends up killing him. Wow, that's an interesting way to go.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. You killed my creations.
So she finds the old drunk man and Kim's at gunpoint.
You can have immortality.
I think they were both drunk. I'm convinced. So Kim throws the gun and Chloe's able to pick it up. And Chloe gets it and says this.
He looks like a rat.
I have no idea what she said. And at this point, do you care? Because I don't anymore. And they hug, they're safe, and this ending just left me speechless at the end. Not even just speechless, I was just fed up of this movie in general.
Oh shit, that's an ugly bitch.
Yeah, that's the ending. Yeah. I'm just... What? I don't know anymore. And then we get post-credit scene of the old drunk man who is alive, even though he had a bullet in his head, and he's just woken up from a hangover, having no recollection of what just happened. The end. That was Mouse of Horrors. What the fuck was that? This felt like a movie that was just rushed. What should I even say? It was just wrong. The writing in this was just like a 5-year-old writing it. Oh my god. The editing was just all over the place. The kills are both questionable and stupid. I'll admit, there are a few kills that are quite creative, but in a movie like this, it just doesn't work well with it. Why the fuck was Winnie in this? And what killed him? Like, I have no idea what killed him. Like, it was even more stupid that he was even in this movie in the first place. Like, it couldn't have got more goofier than it already was. I mean, they gave up trying. They were like, screw this, let's just do whatever we want and just pretty much just make my brain hurt. The killer mouse is not bad, but it was poorly executed and wasted in this movie. The characters, I just did not like any of the characters. The acting was so bad. Like, where did they find some of these actors from? Like, under a bridge or some shit. The audio was bad. Like, I couldn't even hear them half the time. Like, my audio isn't great, but I'm self-aware about my audio being shit and the editing and background noises as well. Like, here's the thing, right? I don't deliberately make the background noises louder than me or fuck up my audio to make it look weird. This movie, I'm convinced they filmed this in 5 days. They didn't reshoot this. They didn't reshoot some of the scenes. Like, they didn't redo all these, like, scenes. Like, you know, the parts where they, like, fuck up their lines. Like, they didn't redo those scenes again. They just went, no, we'll keep it. We'll keep it. Was this intentional or satire when they did that? Who knows? This was unfinished. Like, I could probably make a better movie than this. The budget was probably the same as the budget from Mousetrap, but might have been lower. I could create a movie without a budget and it'd still be better than this shit. I can't promise that it would be good, but it just shows you that not everything needs to be made a movie. Keep it a school project or a YouTube skit. At least then we'd know that it's a parody. Like, I'm convinced this was made into a parody. The movie was just lazy and stupid. I don't know why it was released. I don't recommend it to anyone because this movie is just... Try to think of something positive about this movie because, like, honestly, like, I couldn't even think of a single positive thing to say about this movie. It was just awful. Oh my god, it's probably the worst Mickey Mouse horror movie I've ever seen in 2025. It's worse than Mousetrap. I thought Mousetrap was bad, but no, this one is 10 times worse. Yeah, I don't recommend it to anybody. Don't bother watching it. You can just listen to me just talk shit about it. Like, It was just so awful. It was so awful. Oh my god, it was so bad. Oh god. It's one of those movies. This was probably the first movie that literally made me leave my house and just walk around the neighborhood for like 30 minutes. Not only that, but just to get some fresh air and just to like get my brain working again. Like, honestly. So yeah, that's my rant on Mouse of Horrors. This yeah, yeah, this movie ain't great. Yeah, this movie just pretty much just made me angry. That's all I can say. It just made me angry. I just feel angry after watching this. I'm laughing because I'm laughing because of how stupid it is, but at the same time I'm also angry. I was also angry while watching it as well. I'm not like as angry I am right now, like, anymore. I'm actually laughing. Overall, both movies suck. They're both bad. They suck as a Mickey Mouse movie, and it's public domain as well, so this shit is free online. And yeah, I don't recommend anyone watching it because it's terrible. Like, honestly, that's all I can say really. It's just rubbish. Thank you for watching my video on these two Mickey Mouse movies. I'll sure to make more movies like this that are coming out. Like and subscribe for more videos, and I will see you guys soon. Bye. For fuck's sake, there's more? Oh my god.